Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground. Hall, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Jets at 11-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the stakes.
Rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back to the ground with Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Ready, set.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check pass.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Third down, it's Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Willis with a quick throw out wide. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Willis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, Haskins. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll go underneath to Haskins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 18 Rodgers. 18 Rodgers.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Willis will look to pass again here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Willis on third down. Check down, complete to Haskins. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, Because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Wilson flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st down, Willis. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Play action. Now Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Hall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Exit. Alpha.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go, let's go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here we go. Set.
Wilson to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Jets, they